Wow, these poos, they're literally just like biscuits. Look at it. It's a biscuit. Whoa, that's solid. Underneath this cow poo here, is oh my God, a whole bunch of... This caravan used to be occupied by a guy who had schizophrenia and he burnt down his house. Hello, excellent viewers, and welcome to this excellent video of this egg-tastical abandoned egg farm. I had permission from the owner to film this entire property, so it's going to be a very excellent video, so strap in. This farm was opened in roughly 1955, as far as the owner can recall. It was a family business and it closed down in 1996, so let's have a look. There's some type of water pump things here and they're just filled with sand.
This is absolutely incredible.
Going underneath this massive chicken pen thing here. I think that this used to be the free range chicken area. As you can see, the floor is like grated so the poos can fall down here. Yeah, the whole ground is just made of old poos, but now mainly cow poos because they let cows walk around it here. There's an old chicken feeder in there.
Oh, I hope that's not in that video.
Yes, it is.
No.
Dairy.
So this massive hopper here used to have food in it, and see, went up there and into the shed, and if you actually get a bit of a close-up, you can see where it would have then dispensed the food. You can see that the food pellets or whatever they used to use went in there, and you can see all the giant kind of rail trough things that go around the room, just dispense it to the chickens. Those red things are probably water feeders. Alright, bit of a pan inside the free range area. Might have just been a hatching kind of area, but I don't know, but there you go. There's some type of tower here. I don't know what it was for. Does anyone have any idea? This is the walkway into the chicken coop. As you can see, it is pretty defunct. Alright, so we're up here and the door seems to be jammed. It's come off its rail. I have to go back down. Ah! Because I'm literally about to fall to my death and I'm like in a spider web. Oh, ow! Ah! Just like to note the condition of the wood I was just sitting on. Look at that crispy exterior. Did I mention all the spiders underneath the wood? Alright, another shed kind of complex here. Don't know what it was for. I'm assuming chickens. There's a car here. I don't know who's the owner of this car. Oh, Vesty! Vesty! What is that? That's all mold. Oh, it reeks. It's moldy. Nah, can't breathe, can't breathe. Looks like this car might have been owned by a Bexer. You are a courier from the Mojave Express. It's in the back. Just pretty much nothing. For this shed, I know that they used to have chickens here and I knew that they used to have pigs. So this could have been a pig area because they've also got this giant fence going all the way down. So that would have been, you know, maybe some room for the pigs to run around, all the chickens. So these, whatever used to live in these sheds definitely used to be free range, I would say. The shed has little flaps that can be opened, so that's probably how they let the chickens out to run around. There's a giant auger here that probably was used to bring in food to the building. Wow, what's this thing? I don't have any clue what the heck that is. The shovel piece isn't part of it, by the way. I have absolutely no clue what this was. Does anyone have any ideas? One thing to note is that the roof has been insulated with like one of those spray kind of foam insulating kind of gun things. But yeah, that's pretty cool. There's also this massive metal thing coming along here. I don't know what this is for. Maybe food. Absolutely no clue. On the side of the shed walls there's these little water troughs. It's literally just a gutter and the water would have gone in there, and there's a little ball cock there so it would have stayed topped up. This possibly used to be a chicken shed. I don't know, just due to the height of the water thing. Like a pig, I don't think would be able to get their beak through there. There's a bush dunny here. Oh, it's fudged up. Yeah, it's fudged. It's fudged. Ah! All of these here would have been little nesting boxes for the chickens. That's so cool that they're still here. They would have probably nested in there. See, that's pretty cool. They've got these little flaps.
Spades and shovels.
Mattresses. Whole bunch of just random kind of junk here. Even looks like rubbish over there. It's a bit of a weird place to store stuff. There's just bags of recyclables and stuff. I have no clue why they're there. And there's also a slimy spider. I still have no clue what this conveyor belt thing is on the roof. I'll have to ask. This caravan used to be occupied by a guy who had schizophrenia, and he burnt down his house. And I'm pretty sure then his family left him after that. And then he had nowhere else to live, so then came and let him live here in this caravan. So he was living in this caravan all by himself, and he hadn't been eating right, and he literally looked like a skeleton. And he had like another episode or something, and then reported it to his brothers and sisters, and they had to take him back to the hospital so he can get like treated again. So at the moment this caravan is A-banned. We won't be going in because that's actually someone's personal stuff in there, but yeah, that's the caravan. Hopefully I explained it well enough.
Just keeping my eyes peeled.
Keep in mind there's going to be snakes, so we might die. Mows the shed so he doesn't get destroyed by snakes, but yeah, it's pretty abandoned other than that.
Now, onto my own news.
Technically, this is actually Ruralex. This shed down here, I think it used to be the hatchery for the chickens, but they attempted to turn it into a house for their workers to live in because they used to own a mushroom farm, but that went a bit pear-shaped. So now they don't have any workers because they don't own the mushroom farm anymore. So their workers' cottage has been abandoned. The fridge is defrosted. All the seal has just become super yucky and moldy. Look at these spider webs. Ugh. Or nothing, just kind of fessiness. In fact, I'm going to leave that open just so that water can evaporate. Same with this. The chainsaw there. I think this room used to have huge, really old school egg incubators all made out of wood and stuff, but they must have been removed. What else we got? F-shop eggs in cool room. Okay. Oh, wow. This cool room is now being used as a storage room. Wow, okay. Just some interesting things in here. I love the old refrigerator and the fact that it's still there. Look at this exquisite bird cage. That's awesome.
This is absolutely incredible.
Wow, I love the old door handle there. That's so cool. Let's close it. Little wasp's nest there. Alright, continuing to, we've got some bunk beds. Alright, so here, it's kind of the area you can see when I had all the tools trying to turn into a house. Some tools here from when they were renovating this, I gather.
I'm not going to walk in front of a pan, am I?
All the remnant wood paneling from the room, because it was probably meant to be panelled, but they never got around to finishing it. Alright, Laura's too nervous to talk on camera, and we've found a very ominous fatal spider, and Laura's going to pour water on it. Go, Laura. Nah, it's dead. It's definitely dead.
Lesson learnt.
Look at the amount of spider webs at this windowsill.
Santa Claus.
Alright, does this phone work? It's encrusted with spider webs. So many spider webs. No, it doesn't work. But yeah. It's a bedroom. There's no light in this room. Yeah, this bedroom, I don't think was ever completed. And yeah, it doesn't even have a light. And the power looks very safe as well. Is this a shiffer rope? Alright, so let's have a look inside where the old Chinese workers used to work. They used to work on the mushroom farm, but the mushroom farm doesn't operate anymore. Well, they would need to live here because these guys don't own it. So anyway, let's have a look. They left some orange juice here. I wonder when it expired. Best before 4th of the 9th, 2016. It's about 5 days away from being 2017. Oh, there's a bag of things here. With some spiders, I bet. Some really defunct lollies, you know. A letter. Someone's handbag. There's like tissues and stuff like that. It's like gift cards and stuff. What the heck? That shouldn't have been left here.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Found another bag. Yeah, just close, I guess. Alright, found a remnant here, and this can tell us the date of when this was abandoned. They got some traditional ham. Best before date, the 26th of December 2015. It's quite hot today, so we've got to keep hydrated. Ah! Yeah, I reckon we're pretty much done with this building. On to the next one. So many spiders behind this funky door. There's like a very funky spider here. Let's agitate it.
No.
Dairy.
It's eating a fly that it's wrapped up in its web. Okay, Laura's now leaving. Goodbye, Laura. Thank you for joining us. So we still need to explore this shed, that shed, and this shed. But this is a chicken farm video, so we should probably check out something chicken related. Okay, let's go into one of the old caged chicken barns, I guess you would call it. Huge old hoppers here, probably for the food. So these were the rows and rows of cages that the chickens used to live in. Some notes about the chickens here. That's from 1994. That's from 1994. And also there's a 1995 remnant there as well. This guttering, I guess you would call it here, that used to have the food in the form of grain, I would guess. And that used to go to all the chickens. So the food's here, right? And the chicken actually lives in here. Hand scale, it has this little gap here. So then they can put their beak through and eat the food. If they poo, it just comes down onto here, and as you can see, still a lot of remnants here. In fact, there's still some feathers and stuff. Would you want to live in a cage like this? Probably not, and that's why everyone kind of freaks out about cage eggs now. Because to be honest, it's like being in a prison your whole life. Look at this. This tube here used to provide water to the chickens. The water would have come from down there, and then had this tube so it didn't spray everywhere.
So yeah, here's like the tube.
All of the rows of things have little remnants, all from about 1994, 1995. So the chicken lives in there, right? It lays its egg and it rolls out from underneath here. So there would have been the eggs here. So they would have come along with carts like this, right? Grab the eggs, grab, and put them in these egg boxes. Put them in, put them on the cart. Keep going along, collecting the eggs. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, but do put them all in one cart. Old fuse box here.
Wiener!
It's all like mechanical. No smart meters here. I don't know what this was for, and even if it's related to the chickens, but yeah, it's here. You got Sprite there. It's pretty retro, and you can see it's been eaten by an animal. Now this Coke is super retro. I think it's the Olympics of 1996 can. That one's pretty retro. Here's another old Coke bottle. Label's gone, you can see it's been chewed up. The lid is still intact and it's pretty retro. This is a way more pristine Olympic Coca-Cola can here. An old Tarax lemonade can here as well. That's cool. These chicken cages at the end here are labelled 1996. At the end of some of these cages, there's like these little funnels and a little hose that goes down. I have no clue what that's for. Maybe the funnels at the end were for, because you can see this doesn't actually have an end. It drips down into here and just goes somewhere. I don't know really where though.
On October 7th to 9th, the 17th Annual Australian N-Scale Convention will be held in Goulburn, New South Wales. AMRA Queensland will hold their open day on the 5th of...
There's like some type of machine here. It's like an engine. Does anybody have any clue what this is? It's literally like a whole complete engine. There's like the exhaust pipe and stuff. Here's the radiator, but it's just on this cart here. Does anyone have any clue what that's for? Maybe it could have been a generator. What do these say? So there's some random trailers dumped in here. Some car parts. Yeah, there's an engine there. There is a gearbox from an old car, and there is a light fixture end piece. Also a mirror. Hey! There used to be two really cool old cars parked in here. I'm pretty sure one was a Holden Tirana, and another one was just a Holden Kingswood station wagon. I'll see if I have any photos, and if I do, I will put them in this video right now. Oh no, I didn't have any photos. Okay, continuing the explore. As you can see, a tree has come crashing down on the roof. Bit of a shot. It's not a good shot, but there you go. You can see that there's just a lasagna build-up of leaves up on the air vents up there. The water for the chickens would have come down here, through these pipes, this way, and down these hoses into here, and then down this pipe. The nozzles would have dripped water, and then they would have drunken out of that little trough thing. I do not know what molts means. Ah, this little thingy is open. As you can see, it's actually a little ball cock. So the water would have come down, and when that filled up too much, it would have stopped. There's lights on the roof to simulate daytime. They just ripped out this fluoro tube and just put in one of these. Maybe they're more designed for chickens. Yeah, they've done that all the way along here. Yeah, must have been intentional. In Australia, cage eggs are still sold, so the chickens would sit in cages like this all day, producing eggs for us that we lovingly eat on toast. Cage chicken egg farming is a bit cruel, so at the moment in Australia, everyone's trying to get it banned. So this will one day be a relic. Alright, let's go check out this shed and surrounding remnants. We've got heaps of random guttery pieces. Extremely defunct chairs. A back door off a car kind of thing. A very retro old fridge.
General Electric. General Electric. Defroster 11. Defroster 11.
Ugh, nothing much, but it's very retro. And this is actually a fun factoid about my family. We had a General Electric fridge. It wasn't this exact same one, but it must have been a similar manufacturing year because it had that exact same font and little emblem. Dairy bar. Ours was different. I think it just said butter. But yeah, same type of door and everything. Yep, exact same crisper from my old fridge. A lot of egg room for an egg farm. Very retro. It's pretty cool. Old feeders. Blackberry bushes. Let's go inside. As you can see, the roof has collapsed. This door is pretty collapsed as well. And the floor is also very rotten. Close the door. Perfect. Panography. It is a General Electric. And look how awesomely retro it is. Small old outboard here. That's pretty cool. There's a bedpan. The rotted out ruins of a tent. And it looks like a lathe there. The wood's still on there from when it was last spun. I think this is an old washing machine here. That's really cool. There's a little thing of coins here, it looks like. 50 cents, 20 cents. Oh, yeah, it's like old pennies and stuff. This is a relic in itself. Look at this. A before plain packaging cigarette packet. That's so old. The only warning you get is smoking damages your lungs. A very old Solo can there. This bag has been here so long. Look how stiff it is. It's all a solid item. I would try to continue, but I just don't know the condition of the floor. The floor's all rotten down there. I'm definitely not going to continue. This is severely retro, an old CFA backpack fire extinguisher. Even has the old Hessian straps. That is so retro. It says CFA on it and it's yellow. Alright, there's another door here, so we might be able to access the other part of the shed. Oh no, it looks like it's jammed. We'll get a shot through here. It's like impossible to get a shot, but that's the best we can do, okay? Oh, on the other side of the shed, the louvet is missing. So get a bit of a visual. Yeah. Nah, no lights. But yeah, we're in the shed and there's a lot of remnants. Let's check them out. I think these are bags of Insta-grow mushroom kind of stuff because used to have a mushroom farm. Mushrooms. Okay, so there's some really cool old egg equipment here. Wells Street North, Renton, Washington. Wow, it came from America. Aqua Magic egg processing equipment. Yeah, probably used to wash the chicken eggs. Yeah, see, it's got hoses and taps and stuff. There would have been motors inside that turned these. The egg came down here, came around, got brushed, went inside, and then came out the end. Yeah, like the egg sort of came out there. Came out over there. That's a really cool piece of equipment. There's like an old book stand thing here. Henders and Purushes. Inspirational. Excellence. I have no clue what that used to be for. I thought that was related to eggs, but I think it's just a table saw. Yeah, just another kind of abandoned workshop, really. Doing a bit of a 360 pan. But, yeah, it's kind of it. Oh. Alright, so we just checked out that shed. We're gonna have a look at these remnants now, and then we're gonna check out this shed here. Soybean meal. I don't know if that was for the chickens or just random remnant. Literally just some random junk. Ceiling fans. There's an old scale here. I don't know if that used to be for the eggs. There's a can here. It says Armicide, selective herbicide. An old wheelie table thing. No clue why this is here. A pallet of crates, probably for the mushrooms. There's a pump here, goes down here. Random thing of junk. There's an old sink here. There's another old Holden end light piece. Oh, it's filled with water, that's not good. GM. Corrugated iron with a moving cart thing on top. There's another shed, we will check that out soon. Old petrol holders. Amoco. Love that old emblem there. Does anybody know what these little things used to do on the top? It looks like it could have been a vent. I know it's probably not, but this is the exact same orange from the 80s V-line kind of livery. So I wonder if this used to be from something train related and they used it here when it was abandoned or something. No clue. Ugh. That's pretty cool. All the old pipe is fully like frayed and stuff. Some old markings there. One of it says Amoco. Some old equipment dumped here. I don't know if that's even egg related. Alright, quick look of the outside stuff and then we'll go into this shed. Looks like more old nesting boxes dumped outside this shed. A humongous old auger here. That's really cool. I have no clue what this is, but it looks really awesome. I love how retro it is. Probably grain something or other. This probably used to be used for mixing all the grains together to give to the chickens. It's still an Imperial. This is definitely an old piece of machinery. Australia went metric in 1966. Defunct scale, where they used to pour all the grains in to be mixed. Can't really see in the windows, but I'm guessing it would just be like a massive blender kind of thing. Whoa, there's still some of the old grain in there.
Farming in grass, farming grasslands. Verbal New South Wales, Australia.
Some type of random engine on wheels there. No clue what this stuff was. There's little containers back here. Maybe these were transporting chickens. Yeah, some cages here maybe for the transportation of clucking birdies that we call chickens.
There's another one of these big hopper things.
Grassland roller mill. Oh, maybe it mixed grains together then to give to the chickens.
Lesson learnt.
Random trailer here just filled with pipes. That's a remnant. Those tires are very flaccid. Whoa. As you can see, this shed has been spray insulated. The shed's not really abandoned. It's still used as a workshop, I would assume, just due to the amount of doodads and stuff like this. Yeah, definitely not abandoned. Look at these motorbikes in here. Wow, this is like a very, very new forklift. Actually, it's not even a forklift. It's like a digger thingy-bob. Now this is a forklift. If you've never seen one before. A very old retro Sanyo TV here. I've got to switch this around. The legs almost fell off of it when I span it around, but that's the front. This is an attempted shot. Don't hate on me if it's bad. It's hard getting it back because every time you lift it up, all the little legs bend on it. The shed pretty much just consists of a lot of random furniture and oils and random stuff, including old kerosene lamps. I don't really know what this building's original use would be, but there's a lot of pipes going every which way, so it might have been like a boiler room or something. I have absolutely no clue whatsoever. The old switchboard doesn't give any hints either. Some mowers here. Some transformable mowers. Greenfield. Check this out, this is really cool. There's an old drafting table. I don't know if that's the original wood, but yeah, that's really retro. It's got a pedal, maybe to move the table up and down. But yep, a lot of cool things to be found. The shed used to have little flaps, maybe where the animals could have escaped, but they've covered it up.
And if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that button and give this video a like if you can. It's greatly appreciated and knows that I'm on the right track.
Oh no, it's starting to rain and my Xiaomi cam is still time-lapsing. I've got to go get it before it blows up. Oh, ah! My Xiaomi cam, it's gonna get broken in the rain. Oh my God, it's actually raining a lot now. Managed to get the Shy cam before the rain destroyed it, so let's continue the explore.
It's the Shy Cam. It's the Shy Cam Xiaomi.
It's now pouring with rain. It's absolutely pouring. It's now raining inside the shed. This shed, I don't think it's as big as the other one. I'll pop in a Google Maps shot of the entire complex so you can just kind of see what it looks like.
Australian model trees by
Ron Kavanagh.
Help, I'm a chicken, I'm hungry. Okay, first they dump the pre-mixed grain into there. It goes up the auger, into the hopper. Down here, gets sucked up. The grain would have come through the wall, in here, burped out, into here, goes through this giant weird thing, comes down this giant rail, comes around the corner, out this tube, into the giant funnel, into the little conveyor belt piece, which then takes it all the way along for the chicken's little beaks to grab a bite to eat. There's a little chain thing that would have brought the grain along for the chickens to eat. Here's the cobweb encrusted ruins of the chain mechanism, I would say. This is a GMF Cadet EMF Electric Motors Priority Limited, Sydney, Australia. Cadet electric motor. The grain trains do not work anymore. This is really cool. If you dig underneath all the rodent droppings, there still seems to be some remnant grain that the chicken used to eat. Manufactured by Harrison James Way Priority Limited. A bit more of an in-depth of this box. Pretty bad shot, but it's just another Cadet little motor thing. Yeah. Here's the old switchboard. Doesn't really say too much, but PP clock and lighting. We've got isolator switch. This one here is incredibly retro and probably says the most. Paragon time control. It's from America. That probably might have controlled the food dongling system. Maybe this would have been on the time control. To each row of chickens, there's a corresponding little plaque name tag thing. I don't know what that was used for.
Powerline models are about to rerun a series of very popular models. These include bulk wheat wagons in varying varieties from both Victorian Railways, V-Line and South Australian Railways, as well as some open wagons. These are reruns of products that they've done in the past. The wagons come fitted with associated distributors bogies and metal wheels, as well as KD number 5 metal couplers. When the factories are ready to ship, they said that they will have the delivery dates.
Imagine the cacorcas of all these cages being filled with chickens clucking. It would have been so loud in here. At some point, a piece of the corrugated iron roof fell off. I don't know where it is now. I think it just flew off in the wind one day. Lots of old wheels here. There's lots of brushes around. Maybe that's for like cleaning down the chook shed. I have no clue though. Sprouter. A much less disgusting emblem here so you can read it. Looks like a former bug zapper, I would say.
Do not touch electric grid.
Probably a bug zapper. It's a bit haunted because it still smells like chicken poo in here, even though it's been abandoned for over 20 years. So that grain train went there. Here's another one for this section. And it went all the way around. And I hope you get how the grain system works. Those wheels we saw before were probably from the old corner pieces for the grain trains. Definitely some sprouters here.
Sprouters!
You can definitely tell that the wind ripped these pieces of roof off. So the wind would have caught it here and then just ripped it off. And that's what it looks like today. The whole roof is missing here. But yeah, pretty interesting still. This little sprouters in the grain area. Sprouters! Same with the other shed. This giant water tank would have fed the chickens water using the same system. Oh look, the little tap. Turn on the tap. They have these light bulbs to simulate daylight. I don't know why they didn't just, you know, put some of those see-through corrugated iron plasticky pieces, because then it would have simulated itself. This is definitely a remnant. It's currently 19 degrees in here. Perfect chicken weather. Underneath this cow poo here, is oh my god, a whole bunch of, what are they called? Oh, what are they called? I can't remember. Let's let them engulf my camera. Okay, I do not know why I put my camera there. Now how am I gonna pick it up? It's covered in bugs now. Stupid bugs. Why did I put that down there? All right, they're gone. They're all fleeing. This carver here says Tim, the 7th of the 6th, 80, meaning 1980. There's another one here. Lawrence. Lance.
Man, I'm an idiot.
I wonder if there's more bugs underneath all these poos. Wow, these poos, they're literally just like biscuits. Look at it. It's a biscuit. Whoa, that's solid. Some severe Scotch thistle sprouters. Sprouter. Listen to this rain. Oh my. Look how much rain is falling out there. You can like barely see anything, it's all grey. Oh, it's raining! Just sitting on the ground that's festooned with poo, just waiting for the rain to end, and it's a pretty cool perspective of underneath the cages. Yeah, so if chicken pooed, it would have just fell down onto the ground. Probably used to scoop it up with shovels and use it as fertilizer. Look at all the water coming off the roof. But yeah, I guess I deemed this shed completely explored. I hope you enjoyed this explore here. But yeah, a bit of a pan, bit of a finishing pan. Cause yeah, you know how it is these days. Who liked the video? If you did, you better subscribe and check us out on Flickr and Instagram. Thanks for watching the vid. Believe in yourself. Yeah. So yep, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed, I hope you enjoyed. Wow, can I get you to do this, babe? Say, it's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to check us out on Flickr and Instagram and believe in yourself.
I can't remember any of that.
Just try. It's the end of the video. Go. Stop.
It's the end of the video.
No, just go. Go now. Start from the start now.
I've lost
It's the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and check us out on Flickr and Instagram and believe in yourself.
Too much for me to know.
Okay, he's not going to say it. It's now raining. Okay, this is the end of the video, but anyway, just had to note this. Look at this freezer. Open it. We thought this was a good freezer, but then look in. It's completely filled with water. That's fatal.
Ron Kavanagh.